He this would have been in like 60, 65 or something. I don't know what he had, but anyway, he had a Corvette, and we'd pull out of the plant together, and he'd say, "Hit it," like 1, 2, 3, and we drag race him. I just eat him up.
A Corvette, you would
wax him. I wasn't even close. He goes and has another motor put in it, and pulls up and I got you, Smitty. I got you now. And he pulled out, and I said, "Okay." I did not run him as far. He said, "I ain't spend no more money." we had a lot of fun.
Have you seen that old truck on YouTube that those guys fixed up, and it's the fastest thing on the road, basically. Like it'll beat a Porsche.
Oh Lord!
And but it looks like just a regular old truck, like it's a 1970 something model.
Yep.
And it's got regular tires and wheels on it, and they pull up, and it's quiet, and they pull up next to somebody, and then they just take
wax them.
Yes,
Well,
and laughing.
My Dodge just had regular hubcaps. It didn't have any
you
no
wouldn't
valve
have known.
pipes, nothing like that.
You wouldn't have known that it would.
Well, Bob Roberts had a 64 383 engine, regular 383 engine. I mean, I could take off in third gear now running. I mean, it just wasn't close. He said, "I don't know what the heck," because he'd had a Plymouth with
one of those darts.
2 4s. No, he had one of those Plymouth Furies, a police car type thing.
Oh, wow.
Fly at one time. But that was a good old car, and
do you remember that Vega I had?
yeah, kinda.
That red Vega.
Yeah.
Did I tell you when I was going down Mount Sharon home from work from Sam's one night, and I had all the windows down and smoking a cigarette, and I was tired, wore out, and Mom used to put it in neutral going down a hill with the windows down, and we liked the way it was got quiet.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll do that, but I cut the ignition off, and which was fine, but then I was going to change lanes. And when I changed lanes, the steering wheel locked.
What'd you do then?
I mean, I was heading 60 miles an hour over into northbound traffic.
Oh Lord!
I was crossing the lines and trying to turn the ignition back, and I got the ignition turned back and just kept going. Got it back on.
I told you about that old Ford truck we had, old flathead Ford truck, slop truck.
Tell me about it.
We'd go. It had like one headlight, no low gear or reverse. It had second and high was all it had. And we do a lot of. We slowing you down?
No. Give it some more.
No. I'm good. I'm good. I'll wet my pants if you give me any more water.
That's okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Another one.
Shooting the breeze. But it was an old black 49 Ford, 4950 Ford, and we just used it. We had a 55-gallon drum. We'd throw all of the lettuce and all that stuff in, and we'd take it. We raised show hogs.
Yeah.
We'd take it over and have a slop, and have it. Kept it in the back of that old truck. We'd go swimming in it, and you didn't have to have a license. I don't even think it had a license plate on it.
Yeah.
No tail lights. I mean,
It's like driving a tractor on the road. Nobody.
Yeah. Nobody bothers you out there in Ackerley anyway. So we'd gone to the swimming hole, and as Bob was driving, I was sitting next to him. There was 2 other guys. I don't remember who it was. And this Baptist church had a gravel lot. Well, we were coming along this road, and Bob popped the clutch, and that old flathead V8 would run. And he starts going slinging gravel. The door comes open. He goes out and grabs the door, and I just slid off. It's what we die. We used to rabbit hunt sitting on the hood.
How did we get away with the stuff we did that we couldn't now?
Rabbit hunt sitting on the hood. There's no hood on it. When they put land up, cotton land up, it's flat.
Yeah.
Running 40 mile an hour out across the field. How did we survive?
That's it. That's the only reason. The only way. Yep. Me and Andy Garrison and David were in that Vega one day going home from school, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And we turned on the Bob Wade Lane, and there's a little bridge across, or used to be. I guess it still is, but it had the big concrete barrier on the side.
Yeah.
And so we were hungry, and there was some. I think it was like peanut butter crackers in the floorboard, and we were all reaching for them and trying to get them. And I was driving, but my head was down in the floorboard. Well, as soon as I looked up, we were nose to nose with that concrete barrier doing 40 miles an hour, and it would have bent the car in half. I mean, there would have been nothing left of any of us.
What'd you do?
The split second is when I looked up and saw it, and I mean, if it didn't scrape the paint off the car, when
that close?
when I turned the wheel that fast,
Yeah.
and we were a mile from Andy's house, and I pulled the car over and cut it off, and we all just sat there quiet for a minute because it's as close to death as you could ever get. It would have been instant. It'd have been instant.
Yeah.
Instant. I mean, there would have been no. But I think he watches over kids like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But I can't explain why things happen to some kids, but still.
I agree with you. Man, I can give you some
I know.
stories.
It's like how are we sitting here eating right now?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I'm 100 years old. How am I still here with all the bull crap?
Yeah.
It's one of them ain't shot me.